Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Shall we start? Let's do it. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, no, I forgot. Okay, I think I have an old agenda here. I'm sorry, I'm going to follow the PowerPoint. Let's talk first about housekeeping. We're going to stick to 1 hour. Like I said, we need to be out here by 10 because we do have, you know, that Clear Cooperation Zoom webinar. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure that you use the chat box. And our staff is looking at that. I do too sometimes, but and use the raise your hand feature, which is I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere here. You know where it is, Daniel? Oh, reactions, no. Oh, okay, I don't know, but we'll figure that out. And then please mute yourself, although I think Daniel muted everyone except me. Oh, in participants button. Thank you so much, Kirk. If you click on the participants button, you'll see at the bottom you've got these little things you can do. Raise your hand. Yes, no, go slower, go faster. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, and there's more. So there you go. There's where you have it. Okay. Now we're going to stand. Today I have pants on. Last week I did not. That was very embarrassing. I didn't think about that. But I do have pants on today. Okay, ready? Let's stand up. Hey, ready? Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now you can sit. You're welcome for wearing the pants. Okay, what's next? We have our affiliate spotlight. So we are proud to introduce you to Maria Arellano. Did I say that right, Maria?
Yes, you did.
Hey, hi.
Hey.
Oh, I love your background. I wish I could do my background. I need a millennial to come over here and show me how to do it.
I just learned that like 5 minutes ago.
It seems simple, but I've got windows behind me and it makes me look like I'm in space or something. So
yes.
Anyway, Maria, tell us, what are you going to talk to us about today?
Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. I've never done this before, so let's see here. Hope this works. Let me know. Can you see my presentation? Let's see here. Can you see that? It's Wells Fargo Home Mortgage.
Not yet. Nope, not yet.
Let's see my screen. Can everybody see that? It has the Wells Fargo Home Mortgage logo.
No, we're not seeing that yet.
Okay, so go to the bottom and it's share screen. I'm going to do it with you. And then I've got all kinds of things. I've got share screen 1. I have a second screen. I have things that are open on my computer. So you pick which one you want to share and then you click share at the bottom right.
Okay, let's see here. So share screen. Okay, share screen.
I actually see her Wells Fargo banner behind her.
Banner, yes, but not the
yeah.
presentation.
Oh, correct. Okay.
Presentation now.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Share screen and share.
There
okay.
it is. You're getting ready. It's coming through. Hold on. There it is.
Okay, good. Let me see. Let me open that up. Okay, so this is me here. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. Okay, so this is Maria Arellano with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage here in Temecula. I've been in the mortgage business approximately 25 years. Grew up in Central California, so Monterey, Santa Cruz, Salinas. Lived in Northern Nevada for about 20 years and been down here about 8 years. So I've been doing mortgages for uninterrupted for all that time frame. My information is here. I'm going to just really quickly, because I know we're limited time, I'm going to try to touch bases on 3 items that I want to kind of communicate with you, which is our low down payment loan, our jumbo loan, and then our Union Plus mortgage. Next screen is my family. Do you guys see them? Damien, my son, Danielle, and my husband, David. This is them when they were little. Now they're all grown up. That's Damien. Do you see him, that handsome boy? Is he there?
Oh yeah, we're seeing it.
Okay, good. Yeah. So he's my little college student. He went to Berklee College of Music in Boston, and he's a musician. He plays the jazz saxophone. That's my daughter, Danielle, went to UC Irvine. majored in art, and hopefully she'll be a high school art teacher or something when she decides what she wants to do when she grows up. That's my little doggy Hamilton. He's a little mutt. I love him. Our little Rottweiler Reese, and then our little Watson. He's our little pit bull. He's adorable. And a little bit about me. I like to bake. That's an example of my baking. And now back to our program. So the first item I want to touch bases on is our 3% down. So this program, it's called Your First Mortgage, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your first mortgage. Your customers could already have a second home, another rental property. There's a lot of 3% down conventional programs out there, and this is what makes ours exclusive. Our 3% down conventional, again, is not for first-time home buyers necessarily. They can already even own a home. All of the 3% can be gifted, so it doesn't have to be their own funds. There are no income limits, and there is no like census tract area restrictions either, so they can purchase anywhere. And then also, if they take an online course, they receive $750 towards their closing costs. And it's just really, the thought is that if they're a little bit educated, they're more likely to become successful homeowners. And so we want to reward them with a $750 credit. And there is, again, I don't know if I mentioned that there is no fee to take that online course. So that is our conventional 3% down program. To give you an idea today, at the minimum FICO score requirement of 620, we're at 3.375 with no points. I'm supposed to quote APR, so 3.812. But again, the 30-year fixed on this conventional 3% down program is 3.375, no points. Another program I want to touch on is our jumbo. So going to the other scale, this is anything over, the conforming loan limit. And this just kind of gives you this grid here, just gives you an example of interest rate reduction if the customer has already assets with Wells Fargo, or if they bring them in. So for instance, $250,000 to just under $500,000, they're going to get a rate discount, and that's actually on the rate of 1/8 of a point. So it's not like towards like a point on the discount point. This is the actual rate. $500,000 to just under 3/4, they get a rate discount of 1/4 and so forth. To give you an idea on that program on our jumbo, the 20% down today, we are at, with like just a standard 740 FICO, you're at like 3.125 right now. So if they brought in some money, even that eighth, the $500,000 or $250,000, it could be anywhere from 2.75 to 2.875 on a 30-year fix today, no points. And we can go down to 680 on that program as well. Now this program here, it is our jumbo rate reducer option. What this is we have a 10% down jumbo loan too. Right now, just because of COVID-19, it's been paused. And it primarily has to do, this is really one of our only products that we're not doing right now because of the interior appraisal requirement. But what happens on your program for the customers, and hopefully in the next few months, we're gonna have this back. If you have a customer that doesn't have 20% down on a jumbo loan, they can put 10% and they have up to 6 months to sell their house. Maybe that's what's kind of, having them drag their feet, where they haven't sold a property yet, or they're selling a business, or maybe they're coming into some money and they want to combine and get all their funds together for 20%. Well, with this program, the 10%, they don't have to do that. They can buy now with 10% on jumbo, and then they have 6 months to sell that house, to sell that business, to get the inheritance. They put the extra 10% down to come up with the 20%, and then we will reduce their interest rate by 1/4% as if they put the 20% down initially. So what this does for you and your customers, it gets them to buy the house now while rates are favorable, and then they can get that rate reduction when they get the rest of their funds that they've been waiting for. So that's just a really good program. There's no fee. They don't have to refinance out of, to this program later. So it's really, really good, customer centric. The next one here is that our jumbo loans, I just wanted to kind of quickly state that there's a recast feature. So if a customer with our jumbo products, like let's say for instance, wants to put 20,000 down, we can do that. We can recalculate their payment so that their principal and interest payment goes down without them having to refinance or do anything else. And then with this program too, they can do it any number of times. They can do 20,000, 1 year, they could put 40,000, and they can, so it's unlimited. It's not like once for the life of the loan. So these are all really good features on our jumbo product. The last one that I want to talk to you about, and actually coincidentally today, is Workers' Memorial Day. This is 2020 at 11 a.m., moment of silence. And that is for workers who have lost their lives, during this COVID-19 crisis that we're in. And this kind of relates a little to one of the last thing that I want to talk to you about real quickly is our Union Plus Mortgage program. This is particularly for workers because a lot of union workers, we're talking about nurses, firefighters, grocery store. You see a lot of these like have been designated, I'm trying to think of the term, but where they're essential workers. A lot of these workers and your customers are union, whether they're taking out the waste management with the garbage, like I said, the teachers, firefighters, grocery store, restaurant workers are all union. And this program, what it is that the AFL-CIO on a national scale has designated Wells Fargo to do the loans for their union members. So if they obtain their mortgage with Wells Fargo, then they get certain benefits on their mortgage. So this would have been particularly great to have during this time where people may not be working through their fund, and this is not a Wells Fargo thing, but through the AFL-CIO fund, and that's what their dues pays for, is that they receive certain benefits so that if they're not working, they get interest-free or grants to help them with their mortgage payment during these times, specifically these times. Now, if your customer is a union member and they're still working, but maybe their spouse is laid off or not working or sick, because they qualified on the loan, they still get this benefit even though they technically aren't a union member. Same thing applies to the parent of a union member and a child. Let's say, the adult child's ready to buy their first home. So this is exclusive to Wells Fargo. You have so many customers, past, present, and future, that are union that really will benefit by this program. In addition to the mortgage assistance that I just mentioned, which is the grants and interest-free loans to help them make their mortgage payment, they also receive closing cost help, and that can dovetail with a 3% down program. So this is not a program in and of itself. They can use this with the 3% down conventional, FHA, VA, whatever loan that they were doing. This is just a feature that attaches itself to it. Plus, there's a little bonus for a veteran. If they also a veteran and a union worker, they will get an additional $1,000 grant after the close of escrow. They apply, they receive a separate invitation, and that comes from the union as well. So that's me. Thank you for your time. I don't know how to unshare, or so Daniel, if you want to do that, we can have some questions and answers. Just let me know. And what I wanted to do is, if you would like, I can also, if you have something to write with, I wanted to give you a number to call. If you have customers that are with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, any of your current people that need some help, I have an account resolution toll-free number that's a lot better than the normal loan servicing number. So, and you can get a hold of me later, but if you have something to write with now, I'm going to give that to you. So the number is 888-219-2237. And every time I've called it, even as early as yesterday, they answer like within a couple minutes. So that's a really, really good number to disseminate to anybody you feel might need that. And thank you.
Maria, I had a question.
Sure.
Oh, I was just wondering if you could post that number in the chat, in the group chat.
Oh yes, I will try to figure that out. Thank you. Let me try to do that now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, just go to the bottom and hit chat, and then you can type your number in.
Okay, will do.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Thank you so much. That was very informative.
And a lot. Sorry about that, but yeah.
It is a lot, but you know what? It's good information. So
Thank you.
thank you again. Okay, great. Now we're going to go to our Did You Know section, and we have some great news. Look at that. 166 closed transactions in our county, Southwest Riverside County, April 20th to April 26th, so a week. So what does that look like? I gotta move this down here. Okay, there we go. April 2026 is 166. What about the same week last year? It's 268. So we are down a bit. Okay. I'm not sure that a lot of that has to do with COVID, but maybe a little bit, because we really weren't learning about COVID. I know I was thinking about it in January because I was going to Cancun in February. So maybe it does have a little bit to do with that. And then our shelter at home timeframe this year, what does that mean? 969, is that days? No, what? No,
No,
that's
that's
not
the
right.
number of listings that sold from March 20 through April 26 compared to last year, 1,097.
Shelter at
from
home
March 20 through
timeframe,
April
oh, okay. All right, I'm not sure I still get that, but, okay, explain it one more time. What is shelter at home time? What does that stat mean?
So that's the number of listings that have sold from
Oh.
March 20 through April 26th, basically the shelter at home timeframe that we've been in.
Oh,
And,
okay.
last year it was just slightly over that. So we're
Well, that's
right
good
on par.
news.
Yeah, we're
Good
right on
news.
par with it.
I mean, people, we're still working, right? I mean, we really are still working. My agents are working. I know that a lot of people online today are working. That is really, really good information. Hold on, I'm getting a little, okay, all right. Well, that's good news. Thank you so much for sharing that.
We do have a hand being raised by Joanne Castro. Joanne, do you want to unmute yourself and ask your question?
Sure. Hi, guys. I'm just kind of curious. Out of that 166, do we know how many of those were just really refis, or was it actual, listings sold?
Those are actual listings sold from within the MLS. Those are actual
cool.
listings in the MLS.
Thank you very much.
Not too shabby. And we've all been hearing the same thing. I mean, I'm no guru about this, but that there is a strong suggestion by many people that, once we get back to life as we knew it, which kind of like we knew it, I think that all the gurus are saying that we're going to have a really big influx of new seller listings because they either went on hold or they're waiting to go online. And so right now, like I was telling somebody yesterday, don't cancel your listing. It's getting ready to expire. Extend it, because right now there's not a lot of sellers out there that are willing to have people come through. I wouldn't say there's not a lot, but there's fewer. So it's really kind of a good market if you're willing to show your property, especially if it's vacant. But even so, you take the precautionary measures and everything works out. My people bought booties, they got gloves, they got the wipes, everybody brings their own mask. It's doable. So I know plenty of top producers that are still selling and getting out there and shaking and moving it. So we're in a good place. It's all right. It's going to be fine. Okay. Do we have any wants and needs price changes? You can go ahead and unmute yourself here and let us know if you've got something you're looking for as for a buyer, or you have a listing coming up. Well, you have to be careful about that though, don't we? We're gonna learn more about that at 10. Or any price changes. Anyone?
Yes, I do. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you.
This is Kim Teese, Berkshire Hathaway in Temecula.
Hi.
Hi. I have a beautiful home in Carlsbad, a block and a half from South Carlsbad State Beach, right on the water, the right side of the I-5. It's 1,632 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It is a 1977 built manufactured home. All renovated, beautiful high-end kitchen, very spacious. It's at an area called Lakeshore Gardens. It's very resort amenities, swimming pool, hot tub, fitness center. They've got all kinds of activities. We just had a price reduction to $199. There is no HOA. There is a land lease that will be $1,800 a month for a new buyer. And that includes property taxes and all of the amenities. There is no HOA on top of that. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. Great for a vacation rental, or it's a 55 plus community for seniors to move into.
Wonderful. It was in Carlsbad, you said?
Carlsbad, yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Pauline Wilkie, you have your hand raised. You want to go ahead and unmute?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. I have a buyer that's going to be purchasing, probably start really looking next week for a pool home in South Temecula. It's a VA buyer, so they want to commute, make the commute a little bit shorter, so they like to be in South Temecula. So pool home, VA buyer, they are well qualified. So if you have something coming up, I'm going to put my email in the chat, and you can email me. They are out of state, so they're going to be purchasing the home by virtual tours and FaceTime and so forth. So pretty much. And about price point is about under 600. Thanks.
Wonderful, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, if not, then we'll go ahead and move on to some committee updates. The only person I have that needs that little spot time here is Alicia. Where'd you go?
Right here.
Okay, there we go. You go, you little cheerleader.
Women's Council of Realtors, we have our sense of purpose Zoom meeting tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and that goes for a good solid hour. A little after, we try to not keep everybody on the screen time forever, but a sense of purpose is building your foundation based on the 5 senses of who you are. That way it reflects positively in your business. So we went over sense last week, and we're going over hearing today. So what are you hearing about your business? What are you hearing and telling yourself about who you are and how you reflect that in your business? So 9 o'clock tomorrow, and it's free.
Yay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we're going to talk about some events coming up. I know that we do a lot of Zoom meetings and stuff, but that's all we have right now. And it's actually, I'm getting used to it. At first, I was really unhappy. I go, yeah. And my husband would say, how many Zooms are you on today? And I'd say, I don't know, 6 or 7, I forgot. And now I am not on them as much, but I still 2 or 3 a day. And I'm getting used to it now. I'm not so angry anymore. I'm getting used to it. I don't know what we're going to do when we actually see each other. Because I know a lot of us are people persons, and you know, hugging and groping and all that is what we do, right? So it's going to be weird. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things that are coming up today and tomorrow. Let's see, this is the one, this clear cooperation policy at 10. That's what we're striving to go for. That's what I am anyway, but there is the one before it's top 7 reasons you aren't closing. If you already know about clear cooperation, you don't think you need any more information on it, maybe do that. If you haven't tried the Savvy Card thing, this is a great webinar. I love my Savvy Card. It has gotten me some business, and as a broker, I pay for the broker's part of it, but yours is free. Our board pays for so much stuff for us to use for free. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to take this webinar. It's really fantastic. I've taken it a few times, and we've even had, you know, when we could meet with each other, they've come to the offices, and they're really good, and then you get a representative, so that's wonderful. Then tomorrow, there's a lot of things on there too. Glide is free, and that's really good. That helps the client go walk through the transaction so they understand what they're signing. And then the legal update town hall is at 11 tomorrow. That one I'm going to be on too. And then of course the WCR sense of purpose that Alicia was talking about, that's at 9 tomorrow. So you can certainly do a couple in the morning, then start drinking in the daytime. Oh, what happened? I'm just kidding about that drinking in the daytime part, right? Okay. And then Thursday, Julie No has some stuff going on. Then we have the PUA applying for pandemic. That's with CAR, C-A-R. I think they have one today too, but I think it's already over. But so if you wanted to see about, maybe you can still apply for unemployment assistance, because right now the site is crashing, but maybe tomorrow to be better. And then so on and so forth. You can see what's happening here. Remember, all you have to do is go to SRCAR. You don't even have to sign in. At the top, you click on calendar, and off you go. You click on any one of the links, and it invites you to register for the Zoom meeting. You can add it to your calendar, and it is all, you know, it's so easy to do, and everything's embedded for you. So, you know, I like to look at my whole month. What am I going to, you know, do? And then when new things come up, I just, you know, jump in if I can. So I encourage you to go now look at May. Sorry, staff, if it isn't all the way done. I'm not sure if it is, but I'm sure it is, because you guys are so awesome. And so go look at May and start, you know, scheduling your education, because that's super important while we're in this quarantine, I think. So, oh, hold on a second. There's news coming in from Diane Stump. The affiliate committee meeting is canceled for May 5th. So Nikki Rango, I guess, let us know that on May 5th, the affiliate committee meeting is canceled. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and move on, Daniel, then. We don't have any town crier announcements today, but here's how you do it, okay? Is you get on srcar.org and under the MLS town crier by 3 p.m. the day before our marketing meeting, so it would have had to been yesterday, okay, by 3. Then you submit, and we don't submit anymore on the chat. It's just too much for the staff to do that and then let me know. And as I'm doing this and talking to you, I'm looking at chat. It didn't work really well for me last week. I was a little frazzled. So, if you have a town crier thing, that means that you're an affiliate or anybody and you're having an event, whether it's at your place or, SRCAR, then you want to go ahead and send that in by 3 p.m. on Monday so that we can get you set up for announcements. Okay. All right, we'll move on then. I think that's it. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being here today. I have enjoyed this month. It's been a little challenging for me technology-wise, but I'm getting better. So thank you to all the staff that's helped me, work my way through these Zoom meetings. If I can just figure out, I think I might have to move my computer so that I don't have windows behind me so I can get that wonderful SRCAR screen behind me. But I want to thank you for joining me all month, and then next month we have Kirk Effinger. I think isn't he the he's the host for the month of May, and great guy. Looking forward to it. I can't wait to see you next Tuesday, and hopefully we'll see each other on the 10 o'clock show, if you will, about the next subject of the day. So thank you guys, and you're free to go ahead and leave the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Barbara.
Yep.
Great job, Barbara.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. Great job.
Have a
Good
great
job,
day.
Barbara. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Barbara. From me too. Went quick.
Okay. Bye, guys.